Hey, everybody. I am so excited for you that you are looking for an answer on how to incorporate activity into your busy daily routine. My name is Erin Doak, and I have 4 must-have moves that are going to work your entire body with no equipment involved. And you can do this anywhere. You can do this in your office space. You can do this at home. You can do it in your backyard. You can do it wherever you feel like doing it. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you what those 4 exercises are. And then I'm going to show you 2 very different ways to use those 4 moves. One way is going to be developing strength, and one way is going to be developing the cardiovascular component. Now, those 4 moves, it's a squat, it's a plank, it is a towel pull down, and it is a burpee. I'm going to show you the move, then I'll tell you exactly how to incorporate. So with a squat, the front view first. So you're going to step back. Feet are going to be about hip distance apart. Your shoulders are going to be back. Your chest is going to be lifted. You're going to hinge at your hips, starting with your hips. And from here, leading with those hips, coming down to the thighs at parallel and back up. Side view is going to be a little bit easier to see. So I'm going to hinge at my hips, drop down, thighs about parallel with the ground, and come back up. Down and up. Now, why am I tapping my elbows onto my thighs? Not necessary. I just do that because I want to make sure that I'm getting down to at least parallel. Now, you can certainly go lower, and you can certainly not go as low, shortening that range of motion. So modify as needed. Second move is going to be your plank. Now, with your plank, the idea behind that is, to develop your abdominal walls, to develop your core muscles, you can do a lot of different exercises, but plank is going to be the most effective because it's going to stabilize all of the muscle groups, teaching them to work together and dig as deep as you can into that. So we're not focusing just on the superficial muscles. We're actually getting to that deep layer. And there is a very deep layer. It's called a transverse abdominis. It's kind of tubular muscle, and it's kind of like a corset. And it wraps around your frame and it keeps you lifted. So if you can learn how to engage that, you are going to be able to have a more lifted, erect spine, and you're actually going to be stronger in your core. So with that, plank, you're going to take your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, extend your right leg, extend your left leg, make sure that your hips are in alignment with your shoulders. So now we should have a line from our head to our shoulder, to our hip, to our knee, to our ankle, hold. Modified version would look something like this. You can come down to your forearms. From here, extend, lower until, again, you have that straight line. And this is your modified plank. Hips come up and lower back down to your knees. Third move is a towel pull down. A towel pull down. Now, I told you don't have to have any equipment, but most people have a towel or hand towel laying around. So this is a way for us to open up our chest, really activate our back, and teach us more of that opening. And especially if you're in an office space, how do you sit most of the time, right? You're here. So why don't we try to figure out a way to open up, right? All right, so take that hand towel. Let's double it. And from here, hands are now going to be a little bit further than shoulder distance apart. I'm going to pull against that towel, take it over my head, angle it out in front of me just slightly. I'm going to angle down toward my chest, pulling that towel down, pulling my shoulder blades together, and then lifting those arms overhead. Side view is going to be come down to your chest, pull your shoulder blades back, and then keeping constant tension on that towel, come back upright. All right, so pull, down, squeeze, and lift. All right, towel pull down. All right, and then your last move. This one's gonna make me get out of breath really fast. It's a burpee. Nobody likes a burpee, but guess what? Burpees are probably one of the most effective exercises because you have to use everything. So the move itself, let me show you that first, and then I'll explain what, kind of break it down into pieces. So with this, all right, a burpee. Squat down, hands in front of your knees, hop out, push up down, so lower, lift up, hop in, hop up. Modification, squat down, hands down, legs out. You can hold, come in, and lift, all right? So, see, I told you I was gonna be out of breath. All right, so what a plank does is it definitely does encourage more of the cardiovascular response, but what I'll tell you is it is probably one of the most effective because you're gonna really feel your thighs, you're gonna feel your upper body, you're gonna feel everything. And if you noticed, it was a squat, it was a plank, and it was a lift up and back. So a lot going on there. Now, how do I incorporate those 4 moves into my daily routine? Take those 4 moves, 3 sets, 10 repetitions, and there's your strength. Now, what I'll say is with a plank, I said hold it, right? So, how in the world would you do 10 repetitions with a plank hold? Well, you could do 10-second hold, 5 seconds off, or you could come down to a plank and, hope you can see this, you can rock back and forth on your toes, keeping a long line. Rock back and forth about 10 times, and that's gonna just help engage the core a little bit more, okay? So you have 3 sets of 10 of those 4 exercises. If you wanna just focus more on the cardiovascular piece of this, you can make it more Tabata style. Tabata style is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So you can take those 4 moves. Squat 20 seconds, take off 10 seconds. Plank hold 20 seconds, off for 10 seconds. Towel pull down 20 seconds, off 10 seconds. Your burpees for 20 seconds, off 10 seconds. Repeat 4 times. So you're gonna do that 4 times through. That's an 8-minute workout, all right? So guys, I hope that was helpful to you. It's just so fun at the first of the year to watch people really be more open and receptive to ways that they can improve their health. And, I have been a work from home mama. I've been a work in the corporate world mama. I've raised 2 children. I've got a child now at home. Now I've got 2 grandbabies. I am a busy girl, and the less that I can have to think about something, the better it's going to be. And I hope that that's what these 4 moves have done for you. You will incorporate that entire body, and then from there you can just definitely start seeing those strength changes. All right, guys, have an amazing day, and I can't wait to hear your updates. Okay, take care.